it hits people different because a lot of us lived it.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of what gives it that sauce. And it's not the usual 305 kind of thing.
She's like, no, it's in Miami. I'm like, yo. And then you see the bikinis and all that shit. Like,
especially with all the Cubans there, she must have been like 87, 87,
that's where
right around
after
there.
the Cocaine Cowboy
Right
era.
after, yeah.
Now we heard from MC Search, or I want to say it was MC Search, that he said the Africa Bambaataa changed. The Fifth Element.
He was one of those guys that he put me on because we grew up in the gate together. So I go over to his house in Africa Bambaataa, Soul Sonic Force, Planet Patrol, Roxanne. It's something that I always say you can't buy. It just happens. It's organic. Money's nice. But to me, it's all about creativity. Bro, they're snipers. Everything I hand them, and I get out of the way.
That's how business was.
And that's why good things keep happening. I believe that. You get back what you put out, bro.
Of course.
That is true,
You come
man.
correct, and all of a sudden, the dominoes keep falling. Funny how that works.
I mean,
You could feel the history. I have a Miami Stadium section at Shoe Gallery.
Nice.
And those guys are like amazing with me, so I gotta shout them out if you
No,
want to
word
get
up,
it. You
word
can
up.
get
Oh,
there.
okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
Danny and
Go
those
definitely
guys.
support Shoe Gallery. They're a fixture in this Miami hip hop.
Beats in the hood.
For sure, yeah. And that's that C to the H to the mother P. Don't forget them 3 letters.
check.
We good? We
You
good?
know,
Chickity check
ballers
chicken.
all the
Check
time
the
on
levels.
set.
Check the levels.
You're one. You're good. Chickity check. I'm excited.
Oye,
I'm good right
pa'
here.
aquí para adelante.
Fucking passionate.
Estamos
No
grabando.
problem with being passionate.
That's good. Check.
Live action.
Live action. Here we go.
Juby, ¿está bien?
Lluvia.
Yes, and
Lluvia se pidió como la lluvia.
we are live. Welcome to
Yes,
Grumpy
yeah.
OGs, Hannibal Heckler, Eddie Giggs, aka Eddie the Ass Eater. We out here. We on a special little. For me, this is a nice one. This is. I feel like. First let me introduce him, and then I'm gonna tell you a little comment that I wanted to say. For me, this is like Miami's hip hop historian. I think that his work is super dope, and so do a lot of other people, because this man, everything he does, everyone is interested in, because he brings you back to a time that you wish you were still fucking there, and it's just awesome. Abel, Miami Stadium on IG. For those who don't know, welcome. We're glad you made it here. We're glad you're here.
Thank you for blessing us.
We've been talking about you for a minute.
Man, I appreciate it.
And I hate it. Every time I see you in the street, I'm like,
Right?
it's coming. And I don't like saying that. I'm like, fuck, I want it to be so natural, but fuck, it's like, I'm sorry.
No, this
I
has been a
got the
process.
dysfunction of Eddie's organizer. And this shit is fucking crazy.
I'll take the dysfunction, but also we have a lot of friends
Yeah.
that we want to get on.
Yeah, we already had
and
in line.
There's just so much.
Yeah.
Like it's
You know?
just everyone's gonna get on. Relax.
But there's only so many days in the week.
So many things.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
We're here.
And we're wearing ourselves out thin for this hip hop shit. This is just what we do. For not only for hip hop, just for the culture period, for home team. You already know what time it is.
All day.
Man.
I gotta big you up though.
Thank you.
You got some motherfucking shirts that I ain't never seen. I know the vision. I never seen them on a shirt in my life,
Bro.
And like G was saying earlier, like Garcia was saying earlier, you can't Google them hoes. You don't know where the fuck those images are coming from. Like if you had some time capsule from back in the days, you dug it up because you knew this was gonna happen.
It's my childhood. My collection is literally childhood memories turned into shirts. Bro. Shit
It's
that
your
I lived.
storybook.
It's
That's
storybook.
how it is.
Yeah, that's
Hard.
all it is.
Hard.
It's my life.
I love it. I
Yeah.
love it. I
Like
love
the
it.
Kimbo shirt you got on.
No,
right
I
now.
can't. Yo, R.I.P. Kimbo Slice. That
R.I.P.
shit is.
Slice.
That's hard. Right? That's ridiculous.
We got the blessing from his son, so
Oh,
we
word?
did everything. Oh yeah. You know, Kimbo
That's
Jr.,
that's
Baby
hard.
Slice. And
Big him up. Big up Baby Slice.
Big ups to them, man. And that one hit hard.
That's a good representation. Like it's
Facts. The backyard boogie. You already know, man.
That's a dope shirt, man.
Man, I appreciate it, man. It definitely hit, like they say, pan caliente.
Ew.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I love it. When you walked in, I said, "This motherfucker."
Yeah, Eric hit me up like, I need that.
Facts.
He's like, yo, say less.
Please,
Yeah,
come on.
I'll pay more than him.
Yeah, okay, cool.
I just want it first.
He said, I want it first.
No, I saw that you started doing this like 2020.
Actually,
Around that?
the collection 2020, the page 2016, but yeah, the shirt's 5 years in running, bro.
And let me tell you, especially now, 5 years is like
And
that.
it's
You know
starting
what I
in
mean?
the pandemic.
In pandemic, when it's-
And at the time, right?
at the time, people were like, yo, you're going to do what? And it was supposed to be a one and done. Cushy Gigs reached out.
What was your
God
first
bless him.
shirt?
The Miami Stadium. I have a photo of me
Mm-hmm.
3 days before demolition started. and I got a homeless dude to take it. I literally dragged him out. Like, yo, my man, posted him up. And that became, we faded it, left the red letter, and that's the flagship shirt.
Stop.
5 years and almost like 40 shirts later, it went from I like your shirts to I like your brand. And that just happened.
That right there.
That right there is...
That's ridiculous.
I don't know exactly when it happened, but it happened.
I'll bring that up to you, man.
That's it. You get the Miami culture.
Right.
Like
I try.
From like...
But you know how many
the
people
only
have
stuff
come
that
here?
we would
You know how many
know
people
from
have come
Miami.
from out of town? Because this is a heavy tourist destination.
No, this is a tourist
how many people
destination.
have come from out of town and seen those images when they were around?
Yeah.
Like he has a picture on his I don't know if you made it into a T-shirt yet, but I know it's on your page.
Which one?
Of the fucking the mural that was on Fontainebleau.
Oh.
Brother, that it looked like he was going into the time when you're turning on 42nd,
on the
and it looks like
yeah.
it's a big ass like
a waterfall or a pool.
You're going into the Fontainebleau Hotel,
Collins.
but it's just a wall.
But it's just
you know.
a
And then all
wall.
of a sudden the road turns left.
Yeah.
And I saw that, and it just brought me back to a time of like
it's
how
not
can I
there
be
no more.
I know.
Oh.
No one's listening to this story.
No.
It just brought me back to a time of like
I
how
thought
can
he
I
was
be
saying,
down?
I went by, bro. And then
No, I saw it on his fan. It brought me back to like how can I be down days and like we was
Remember
all
that? Oh,
brother.
man.
That was
Tell
one of
you,
my favorite
Peter
hip hop
Thomas,
bangers ever,
yo,
ever.
please,
Peter Thomas, we really need you, man.
Even if it's a phone call, let's
Yeah,
do it. Let's
we
do
do it.
video. We got you because we got a big one. He was like he brought that to the city
Super
because they was
pioneer,
doing
you
Freak
dig?
Nick. They was doing
Remember that.
with Jack the Rapper out
Right.
in like Atlanta and stuff
right.
like that.
Right.
So it was really nothing here.
Right.
No.
He created How Can I Be Down and brought it down here, and I think it just blew up.
It blew up,
Like,
man.
That was one of my
so
favorite times in hip hop.
was
That
so dope.
time and the mural time, and
Yeah.
I can tell you it's on the list. I'll say that. Like it's
I'm
cooking,
more than
and it's
sure.
one of those
I'm
that
more than sure.
you know
It deserves it.
I agree.
Super history.
Yeah. Super history. Man.
Super history,
Yeah,
super
real
history.
IYK type shit, which is
Yeah.
kind of what we do.
So so even before the shirts, you were already documenting loads and loads of old buildings and whatever
Old
little
Miami shit,
whatever
like I
shit
say.
that you
That
saw.
was just something a hobby you had.
That was
That's
just
what my question
something-
was.
My favorite classes was always history class. I went to St. Hugh as a JIT in the Grove. I went to Columbus and Huachete.
And with
Huachete.
Chad,
And Huachete.
Nice.
My favorite teachers was always
Dale.
history. And it's
Okay.
like Coach Linsky, Dr. Burr. I can name you these guys. And that's what sparked it. And for the
Facts.
rest of my life, bro. When the
That's
internet
dope.
came,
That's dope.
that
I
was
would.
it.
I always said, the fuck you need to know history for to get a job or get an education. Unless
You
you
got the
can be a
boring
teacher.
history in high school, right?
Well, we
when you
did.
do history
It
on
was-
where you're from and what you're
Yeah, no, it
about
was
and
boring
blah blah
history.
blah.
No, but
I mean,
it also comes to the teacher too. If they're like more informative and they giving you other like
Right.
things to like to know about
Right.
to get you intrigued to want to like learn.
They make it fun.
Yeah.
I like to think my page is the same way. I say, yeah, you're going to be entertained, but if you're not
Right.
careful, you might learn something.
Facts.
Because I'm going to hit you with the entertainment
word.
and the education. There's always that balance where people are like, yo, I
Correct,
didn't know
correct.
that.
Yeah, you always speak
I love that.
the background of it and the facts of it. I love that too.
Try, bro. History and culture.
That's real dope. That's real
it.
dope.
From Flagler to the Rolex.
Did you ever think that it was going to come
Flagler to
from
the
then
Rolex.
doing the pictures? Then did you ever think it would come back full circle? Now that people like us are talking about it, like, yo,
Never,
that picture
bro.
brought me back to when I was here or there. You understand?
Never.
Yeah, because
like,
we didn't get
yeah.
to bills yet. Now we
Oh
bills.
man,
We're
You're-
here now. We're like, yo,
you're a
no,
viejo.
that's fucking dope. Oh yeah,
happy
listen.
birthday by the way.
Thank you, thank
Oh,
you.
there you go.
I'm on that fifth
Oh,
floor.
El Quinto
That
piso,
fifth
as they
floor.
say.
I'm on the
The
fifth floor.
Welcome to the
facts.
club. Shit.
Big facts.
Oh, okay, cool. I'm in the club.
Yeah.
You not yet. Boris definitely not yet.
I don't do the club. And let me ask you a question. Like, since you were from Westchester, I don't know how often you ever frequent Kendall. So, you know, there's old history in every city, obviously.
Yeah.
But you knew already about Don Carter's.
Oh, man, I could tell you. I grew up in Coral Gate behind Sears.
Okay.
I went to Westchester High School. I had friends in Kendall because obviously in Westchester.
It's super close.
And you're there between
divided
Coral Park and Southwest.
Right, it's 10 blocks.
Kendall's right there. Don Carter
It's
was
10
like,
avenues.
Don Carter was like, I used to go to the baseball card shows.
Oh, I went every
Carter.
Saturday when I was 12
Every
years
Saturday,
old.
bro. You know, like that. And
I got
bowling.
4 Barry Bonds rookie cards, $2 each. I still got the
Look at that
sticker on them. They ain't worth shit because he was on steroids, but I still got them.
Ah,
Yeah.
I don't care what
I
anybody
still got
says.
him.
That guy was an animal.
He was an animal.
That
Listen,
guy was an animal.
it's one thing to take steroids to get stronger. It's another
Right.
thing to be a professional and be able to use this like 3.5-inch wide bat and hit 100-mile-per-hour fastball over the fence
yeah.
600, 700 times.
Yeah.
Stop it.
They
No,
know
brother.
that.
You
No.
need to have the hand-eye coordination and hit that little cosita.
Bro, exactly.
So F you. You know what I'm saying?
No,
And, you
no.
know, all my cards are steroid cards.
Canseco, Bonds.
Canseco, Bonds, Mark McGuire,
Sosa.
all these motherfuckers. Sosa, my favorite. I got so many rookie cards.
Sosa.
But I got,
Sosa.
but then that sucks. I got the Ken Griffey Juniors, the good guys.
The
You know
good-
what I'm
yeah,
trying to
the
say?
clean guys.
And it sucks
Yeah.
because that era has an asterisk sign next to it. They can't go to the Hall of Fame. It's like, oh,
But it was fun.
Damn, it was fun because I was like, I was
fun.
10, 11, 12, 13, right? Collecting, I had mad cards.
Yeah.
I still have them.
Bring
Like,
back steroids.
but facts. Here's the funny thing. That's when it was action. That's when these guys can't hit the ball and pass second base right now. Let's go bring these
Yeah.
fucking steroids back. But I'm here every Saturday, like he said, at Don Carter's, trying to buy cards. Because I'm young and I'm like, well, I got $15. Well, I'm looking for the best card. You know, back then with 15, you could buy some pretty good rookie cards. I just said I bought Barry Bonds for $2. Imagínate. When I saw that, I said, I had like $8. Give me 4 of them because it was. I knew what he was gonna be.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know what you did. I was on the cusp of him taking off, so that's why it was still $2. In my head, the following week, the shit was fucking $100 probably. Exactly. But I got it for 2. And then after they found out he had steroids, I just said, yeah, -2. I said, go on it. So you go into it, right? You go into it as a kid with your little $25, and you're like, you're thinking that you're gonna make a killing on this when you're 40.
Right.
Now I'm 49 and I'm in the whole chacho like 5,000. I don't even know.
Easy. You do.
Because of the steroid era.
He hasn't collecting
I haven't
dust
made
in
a
the box.
freaking penny.
Like
The
I said,
box that I made out of wood from Home Depot was worth more than the baseball
for
cards that are in
sure.
it.
But it
Eso
was
sí es
fun.
verdad.
That was what we did. It was birthday
Awesome.
parties at Don Carter, baseball card shows at
Yeah,
Don Carter.
awesome.
Yeah, no, Don Carter was legendary.
Yeah.
Legendary.
After nighttime was all gangbangers
Yeah,
in there.
yeah, it was
You
a
had to-
different vibe.
You had to be careful after
You had
12.
to be careful.
I got- I got-
These Hialeah boys trying to come down and be hard. You
Them
already know what
Hialeah
time it
boys
is.
was messing up things.
Huh?
Yeah, yeah.
You know what time it is.
How you come to Kendall right there and mess up things?
Kendall and Hialeah, brother. You know how it was. Kendall and Hialeah had a little,
Oh,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
They were trying to take our girls. We were trying to take their girls. It was like the 60s, right? It was so stupid. We had 1990 to 2000. It was like the
This
60s.
is all in their minds.
No, I heard that story from Hialeah boys. I'm sorry.
Puerto Rock
I couldn't
tales.
believe it.
It's like
I'm
Carol
just-
City. They hate on us for no reason. It's like,
No, you try to take their
the
girls.
girls wanted to fight for us. We didn't want to
Oh,
fight
well, no, that's not what I heard. See,
That's not what we heard. We heard y'all Casanovas over there.
right?
Yeah, they're not the chicos.
Right?
Oh man. So okay, and another place I want, and I know you know this one, Malibu Grand Prix.
Oh, Castle Park, bro.
Castle Park,
oh my
baby.
God, man. Birthday parties as well.
was before you got here.
Go-kart racing,
Oh
video
man,
games.
it was the shit,
You get your
man.
tokens, the stack of tokens. and
Hell
shit.
yeah.
When I first
Yeah, yeah.
moved out here, I was like, yo, they have a race car thing over here.
A race car, get go karts.
Said, let's go.
12 miles per hour.
Nah, you needed to get the license to get on the big one.
You were still a jitterbug.
I was.
They used to have B-boy games. Flippers.
Remember that?
Flippers,
Yes.
chacho.
Oh, flippers.
You ever been in Town and Country?
Flippers. Yeah,
Flippers.
yeah, yeah.
That
Oh
shit
my
was
God.
dangerous out there, brother.
Flippers and adults and all
There's
that.
150 IMPs scrolling through there. It was crazy.
We used to watch free movies.
Big fat, yeah. The movie did
I like the
it.
side
I was gonna say we went to go in from watching free movies because you open up the exit door, everybody goes to the back. You already know. To watch your ass because 100. We're only 5 deep. There's 150 motherfuckers coming at you. What do? You did.
Bro, yeah, that's
It's
it.
150.
No.
I don't care how small they look. You get the fuck out of there.
Yeah, no. That's like ants, bro. They'll
Big
overtake
facts.
you.
Someone's gonna get you.
Yeah.
And that's how Kendall was back in those days.
Oh,
it was
with
awesome.
scraps. You go places.
Yeah.
people
How about the
scrap.
Grove when you just to
man.
get in the Grove you had to go through 100 IMP on this side, 100 on this side. They're all just like that.
Didn't you have to go through several different gangs?
Bumper to bumper.
Like they wasn't just
Bumper
IMP.
like this.
There was gangs all over, up the whole block.
What's it they call it?
Different
yeah.
gangs.
That Grand Ave.
Granddad loser laps.
Loser laps.
Loser
To try to get
laps.
in the Cocoa Walk because there's nowhere you can fucking
You
park.
can't park,
You
right.
can't park anywhere, bro.
They
The
put
Grove is
300
crazy.
parties with no parking.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
What about it?
Yeah.
Was
bro,
before
it
Cocoa.
was it was crazy out there.
What was
Hungry
before?
Sailor was right across the street.
Holy moly.
Yeah,
Oxygen
Cocoa Walk
was
was 90
later
when it
on.
came out. Yeah.
No, but I'm saying Oxygen's still there at the club.
No, I don't know.
I don't even know
one?
that.
Remember the
Oxygen
one
that was underground.
Oh,
the
no,
minute
no,
you go
no.
Chili
downstairs.
Peppers. It was
The
Chili
minute you go
Peppers.
downstairs, your phone's gone. There's no reception.
It was Chili Peppers
Chili
first.
Peppers first.
Chili
Yeah,
Peppers.
there used to be a bunch of clubs. There used to be string funnels up there at the top. Remember
Right.
that string
Yeah.
funnels?
Baja.
Baja Beach Club.
Baja Beach Club.
609. Was it 609 up the block?
I think they were up the block.
Bandes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Baja Panty night. That was
You
good.
been to the Baja Panty parties?
It was, bro, yeah.
You remember Baja Panty Entertainment?
I remember, you just reminded me. I remember Baja Panty, and I remember Luke's on 5th.
Ooh,
Oh.
The first time, I'm gonna take you back.
Luke's.
I saw Pop That Coochie contest.
I
at Luke's
bet
on
you
5th.
did.
Bro, I walked in there a young man. I walked out there a full man with a beard and everything.
Big
by the time I
facts.
walked out of there, bro.
I
That
know
shit
what you
was
mean.
Crazy. Yeah, those were
Oh,
crazy.
Coochie
yeah.
contest
Yes.
was cute.
Welcome to the
Legendary.
bottom.
Legendary.
You understand? There was nothing like telling your boys go to Luke's. They've never been there from out of town. They'll be like,
Yeah,
where
yeah.
the fuck
Where
are
the
we?
fuck are we?
Yeah.
Bro. It didn't last long, but it was crazy.
I never been there, but I know where Monty's by the bay.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
By the bay, right?
Sunday or Monday, I forget.
I think it was, yeah, like
I don't
Sunday.
remember. I don't remember.
Monty Trainer used to be.
I never
there.
been to. I never been
Yeah.
to. I know what of it, but I never went there.
Rainbow Jams.
There's just so much fucking shit.
Bro, it was
And he was playing it hard.
90s Miami, bro.
Crazy.
Crazy.
Can you tell me about the story you were saying about Dan Marino's son?
Oh, yeah, I just met up with Dano through my friend Alexis, who's a producer, and we were chopping it up. And looks exactly like his dad, by the way. Very cool guy.
Crazy.
And crazy.
Not a football player.
No, not at all. He's into arts and movies and stuff like that. So he hit me up because he wants some photos. They're kind of working on something. I said, hey, whatever I can do. You know what I mean?
Why you had robbed some of his family photos?
Said Rob.
How the hell you got him?
I didn't say nothing. And I told him, and I'll tell you this story. I
Yeah.
was there because we were talking about the Dolphins and long-suffering Dolphin fans and shit. I go, bro, I was there for the AFC Championship in 85, January of 85, 84 season. When we beat the Steelers, Marino shredded. Steelers didn't draft him. They should have drafted him. He
Oh,
came
my
back and he
goodness.
shredded them. We went to the Super Bowl. And I was in the OB. And that's I think that's the last time we went to the Super Bowl, bro. It's been 40 years.
Yep.
It's crazy.
Super crazy.
Super crazy.
Yeah, we're like doubling up on the Knicks over here. It's
Almost.
Listen,
horrible.
I'm a Dolphins fan too, so it's
Oh,
hard.
sorry.
It's like shit, my Knicks just lost now.
Yeah.
Hopefully Dolphins gonna take it this year.
Right, hopefully.
I'm waiting for some New York thing to come out your mouth.
No.
He's always right. Always with that New York shit.
Listen,
We good here,
I'm happy where I was born.
man. What are you talking about? We
I
good.
enjoyed my childhood. You had your childhood here. I had my childhood over there.
We're done with the New York. I was going back to him.
Look, to make you feel better, I was born in New York.
Okay.
My family lived in Jackson Heights.
Woo, Jackson Heights, you close. I'm East Elmhurst.
My family
right there.
right
He
there.
had two houses, one near the airport and one was the other one.
Don't listen
Was
to
the other
this.
one that borders? I don't
Don't
know.
listen to
LaGuardia is by LaGuardia.
I lived up by LaGuardia.
You know,
but
got
don't
two
listen to it.
houses.
Two houses.
There's
He
no
was in
sense.
Nacho.
Queensbridge.
Don't
He was
listen.
doing pretty good.
Oh,
And he was in Queensbridge.
He was doing pretty good.
you're doing all right.
Don't listen to
Rapping
this.
about the struggle. Wait till you hear his new single. He's rapping about the struggle. I'm like, bro, you got two houses.
Yo,
This shit keeps
Two
coming
good
up.
parents. His nickname is Clarence. You know
Oh,
what I'm
Clarence,
going with that? Clarence's parents had a really good marriage. Like type shit like they still together type.
still-
They're
Two
really good. They're really
houses,
good.
bro.
They had a good marriage.
I got half a studio suite. You got two houses.
He's got two houses. Love it, man.
Love this guy,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah,
The
man.
struggle's real when you struggle.
When you struggle.
Stop it.
Listen,
I could have been that guy, bro. If I stayed up there, I probably would have been a Knicks fan. I came down here when I was like 5 to 6 years old.
okay.
thank God.
South Florida, exactly.
Thank God.
So I became
Yeah,
Dolphins.
no.
I came when I'm from Chicago originally. I was born there. I came when I was 9. I'm
Look at that.
from the bottom.
I'm
I'm 40 years.
I'm a Knicks
did?
and Mets fan.
I caught
And then
the
I'm a
good
I'm a
years though.
Dolphins.
I caught the good years of the
Yeah.
of the Miami scene.
I
like
don't-
with the base era and all that. That was that. Listen, if I never lived through it, I wouldn't believe what people were
This
telling
guy
me.
over here.
I wouldn't believe what people told me about it. If I didn't live it, I wouldn't believe the stories of what people would say about that. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
people look at me. I'm like, bro,
That shit
I'm
was
not exaggerating. That
crazy.
shit was crazy.
I watched it in my.
was
I watched it all
illegal.
on Miami Vice.
Yeah.
That was a lie.
I was in New York watching that shit. I was
I
like,
never
yo,
seen anybody dressed
I
like
wanna
that in
go-
the streets.
I
It was
wanna
so-
go to
maybe
my-
the beach and the club. Stop it.
A lot of Miami Vice.
I did not care about the way they dressed.
Right? Tell them.
Yeah.
I cared about the just what was going on. I was
That
like,
was
yo,
Miami Live.
it's live over there.
Yeah.
This guy's really bright in his pastel color suits, but
If you ever based your decision to move down here because you watched Miami Vice, you thought it was cool, that's
no,
horrible.
it was cool. It was
It's
cool.
fucking bad.
I mean,
Fucking cool.
shit.
They got cops busting cocaine. That's awesome.
They had cops
I'm
in
outta here.
Ferraris
Yo,
That's all you saw.
finding kilos.
how influential that was. True story. You just reminded me. I was at St.
Okay.
Hugh Elementary as a JIT, and we had to do a skit And bro,
Yeah,
we
they
did a
did
Miami
Miami
Vice time skit, and a true story. I brought a bag of flour
Oh
as
shit!
perico.
Stop it.
And bro, I swear to God, they sent me right to the nuns. A la Pingüina was
Oh,
not
yeah,
happy,
yeah.
bro. I went right to
Rakata,
Sister
rakata,
Kathleen's
rakata.
office.
They gave
Like,
you the-
what are you, bro? I'm like in 6th, 7th grade, and they're like, well, these guys are like recreating a drug deal. This happened, bro. True story. Because Miami
believe
Vice was
it.
just that big.
'Cause you
I
watching
was
it.
like 11, 12 years old,
Yeah.
bro.
Oh, very
That's-
knowledgeable.
And I pulled out the
That's-
gold
yeah.
medal flower.
Very
boom,
knowledgeable.
boom, and the class loved it. And the
class
Pingüina
loved
was
it.
like straight to the office, bro.
Thanks.
That happened. That's how big Miami Vice was. You just
Telling
reminded me
you,
of that
Miami
story.
Vice was a big,
Miami
was
Vice
influential.
influential.
And then I'm gonna say it's not
That
influential.
I was
I'm
like,
talking about
I was
making
like,
a
yo,
move.
it look,
Like,
like you know,
I
you know another
guarantee
thing.
you, that'll happen in the
No.
classroom in Miami. That will
Was-
never happen in Idaho.
No,
in,
no, no.
That's-
Oh, you never know. A
It
fan,
happens
will
here
do
because
it.
that's what we see.
But-
So he's
but-
gonna be
That's
emulating
what we
it.
see.
That's
You know what also got me like, yo, Miami's crazy as lot. Watching Calle Ocho.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
When I'm up there and
I
Calle
didn't
Ocho's
know.
going on, I'm like, yo,
Yeah, I mean, that was real.
that's and this is the '80s. This
Yeah,
is
no,
the
that was
'80s.
been
So
big since way
that
back.
shit was like Celia Cruz was performing
Calle
and all
Ocho
that
used to
shit.
be- yeah.
Like
Yeah.
what?
It
That
was
was
nice, family
Yeah.
kind of oriented, and
Yeah.
then it just
It
like
switched
it
really
switched. The
quickly in the
ratchetness
90s.
just levels started
Yeah.
going
Oh,
up.
hey,
and
the
it's like, oh,
90s, the
shit.
90s where I think we
late
fucked
80s,
up.
Yeah.
late 80s,
Yeah.
like
Late
87,
80s,
87,
90s, that's it, that's
89,
where-
up,
Right around
after the
there.
Cocaine Cowboy
Right
era.
after, yeah.
That
So-
shit went to
feel that.
shizzle. Now it's 1 million people instead of 300,000, and it's 1 million young motherfuckers ready to fight all motherfucking day. And it's
All day.
really crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
Really
from
fun.
one switch to another.
It went
It
exactly.
was-
It started
really
off
fun.
with good
Crazy.
intentions
But where can you get the best Spanish food of every single country on one day?
on one day.
It's right there.
Yeah, it's right
No.
there. It's
Yeah.
still for that.
Dude,
You want to eat
just
some good
watching,
food?
I go there for the food.
just
Yeah,
watching it.
exactly.
My mother was watching it. And I was like,
I don't even go no more. We used
I
to
said,
go
"Mom, this is
before,
this over
you know.
here." She was like, "No, it's in Miami." I'm like, "Yo,"
Uh.
and then you see the bikinis and all that shit. I'm like,
Especially with all the Cubans there, she must have been like, "Ah." And
I
you
was
were
like,
like,
wow.
That's two assurances that Miami
I
was
said,
shit.
"Ma,
Miami
let's
Vice
go."
and Calle Ocho.
I said, "Ma, let's go, let's go."
Dope. That's dope.
She made a decision. She goes, "Where you want to go? You want to go Long Island or you want to go Miami?"
Like,
No brainer.
Man.
Yeah, that was an easy.
Yeah, I want to go back to Long
Go to
Island.
Miami Vice.
No,
mommy.
let's go to Miami.
That's funny.
And that's it.
That's good stuff.
Never left. Love it.
On a hip hop level,
Dime.
and this is not.
And he's
this-
teaching me about
This is
a lot
not.
about Miami.
This is not this is not a disrespectful question, right? This
Hmm?
is just a question. I don't know where your hip hop knowledge is, so I don't know if you.
We ask it to any.
Because we ask everybody the same question here.
Mm-hmm.
It may not pertain to you. It may. You never know. Because I'm sure you're interested in hip hop all these years.
Yeah.
We've talked about it. I'll let Eddie ask you. It's his favorite question.
Do you know the 5 elements of hip hop?
The 5 elements of hip hop. That's a great question. I would think.
And they're not a band.
Yeah, I mean, to me, off the top of my head, I'm just gonna. I'd say like obviously MCing,
Okay, you're on the right track.
So smart people are
Right?
always on the right track.
because for me, it's always been about lyrics is
Smart guy.
king.
Yeah.
1,000.
Okay, you got one.
MCing, I think breakdancing
Facts.
definitely all falls under culture. Ooh, graffiti got to be in there.
Oh, stop. Keep me going.
So I got 3. So I got 2 more.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Give me the fourth. I'm happy.
4 is happy. 5 elements of hip hop.
You said rapping. You said graffiti,
Right,
which is the way we
graffiti.
write.
Breakdancing.
You said breakdancing, which is the way we dance. What else do we do? What else is part of the when you're on stage, you see an MC and you see a
Oh, I think DJ.
There you go.
DJ's got to be. That's the foundation. The guy. You
that's
know,
the beginning.
That's
the
the
beginning.
core.
As you know,
The first element.
that's that's what was it? Flash
Thank
and
you.
those guys,
Right.
bro.
Pretty much that's the
we don't
first
put them in
element.
order, but if
Yeah.
it was in order, that's got to be the
Yeah.
first.
All right, so straight off the dome, I got 4.
You got it.
And the fifth one is probably the most arguable one.
Yes.
I will not lie to you.
This is Puerto Rock tales. It's really
Okay.
yeah, Puerto Rock.
No, it's 5
no,
elements.
it's
now.
5 elements.
It's
But,
fact too.
but
It's just it's hard for everyone to remember the fifth one.
and it was so
I'm
many
gonna-
different
What do you consider
things.
the 5th?
I never considered this. I didn't make these up.
All right.
It's knowledge of everything, right? Knowledge of self, knowledge of everything. Because without knowledge,
Yeah.
you can't do any of these.
Bro,
You understand?
100%.
So we would put knowledge first, DJ in second. Let's go. Yes,
Nice.
or unless
I
DJ
like
was
that.
first, and it was just something that they did because it was off of instinct, and then the
Yeah.
knowledge came after that. Like, yo, now let's do the knowledge on this and how we can make parties and whatnot.
Yeah.
However you want to slay it. I don't put an order to it. All I'm saying is those were the 5.
Yeah.
Now we heard from MC Search, or
Oof.
I want to say it was MC Search, that he said the Africa Bambaataa changed The Fifth Element was beatboxing, which makes a lot of sense.
Oh,
but
yeah.
Africa Bambaataa changed it to knowledge, like in '85 or '86.
Okay,
and that makes sense too, I guess. Now in these days, 2025, the younger crowd tells us, "How about fashion?" And we're like, "Whoa." That makes a lot of sense because the way you dress,
which has always kind of tied into that. Back in the days, whether it's the three stripe or the gold
whatever
chains, and it was always a Kangol, and you had your
the Adidas, the Pumas. We knew you were hip hop
the
in
fat
some
laces.
way. The fat, come on,
yeah.
Fashion always.
Fashion always, yeah.
Been.
100%.
They were always trying to be. That's why they were always trying to be more fly than anyone else. That's where that term came from. I'm flyer than you.
Always.
How? And in school, he was always trying to get dressed up. When it was high school, it was a fashion show to us.
Yeah.
My book bag had 10 different book bags, 10 different colored JanSports so you can match my sneakers. No books in that book bag. No books.
Bro, I remember.
Maybe a pencil.
Notebook, the fat markers.
Yeah,
Just
that's
I had
it.
my friends who.
What was it called? What's that marker called? The markers they used to always use?
Pilot.
Right?
Huh?
Pilot.
Yeah.
Facts.
My boy Rick Gonzalez, R.I.P., a.k.a. Tease, graffiti. He just passed away a year ago, and he was one of those guys that he put me on because we grew up in the gate together. So I go over to his house in Africa Bambaataa, Soul Sonic Force, Planet Patrol, Roxanne.
That's
all
funny.
that. Bro, so I'm one of those kids from the 80s
The
where
foundation.
it's like, I love Guns N' Roses. I love Van Halen and Metallica. I love my Mills, but I grew up on that shit. Beastie Boys and all that for me were like gods.
You grew up
bro.
on all of it.
I grew up on all of it.
Right.
So it was I was just
as
eating.
we all did. You took more
but
of it in or didn't.
I was more close.
It was there in your generation,
Yeah.
but you took it in or you did it. That's what it was.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
how you did.
Yeah.
Like
So
I know a bunch of rock and roll songs that I can.
Oh no, I fuck with all
that
shit was commercial.
But not really knowing. It's just because it was plain and I liked the tune, right? Not really knowing who the fuck that was, but I could sing the hook all fucking day. You
where it
understand
gets
that?
really interesting is where you find out where they sample shit from back in the day. Yo, where's that? What song is? Oh, that's a rock song. That's
a rock
this song.
song,
That's like
right.
you go back and you're like,
rock
oh,
songs
shit.
are more always live. They're making up those riffs. You understand?
How many
So,
great records were sampled and
Forget about
reborn as that?
Yeah,
That's
right.
what I think is an art.
right?
That's amazing when you can pull that off.
That's dope.
Yeah.
So
was
your
part of
brand, because I'm kind of intrigued by this.
Yeah.
I just like the way that you started making the shirts and the stories that are coming out of it. The stories are priceless. You know what I mean? Like when people see, like you said, someone will see a shirt, even they're like, "Yo, that's my family, and we don't know this fucking pic." You dig?
Yo.
That's gotta make your hair stand the fuck up.
Dude, it's something that I always say you can't buy. It just happens. It's organic.
Yeah, it's
and
the best
get,
way.
I get letters all the time and messages from people, emails, I should say, just, yo, like the Orange Bowl shirt, the $10 no block. Some guy was like, that was my uncle. That's how he paid his rent.
Hard.
Living next to the Orange Bowl. I bought him that shirt because that was him doing the $10 no block. Oh, the arena. I was on those steps before the game. So it hits people different because a lot of us lived it.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of what gives it that sauce. And it's not the usual 305 kind of thing. And I get why people do it. You know, money's nice. But to me, it's all about creativity, man. Like, I don't want to do what's been done. I'd rather fail with my own shit. Call me crazy.
No,
that's
I'd rather fail with my own shit or sell
to make it on some fake shit.
20 of my than make it off and piggyback off something. And I'm blessed that what's in my head, I hand them my illustrator, who's un caballo, Jerry and Alex, who work cushy. And bro, they're snipers. Everything I hand them, and I get out of the way. I let the chef cook.
Okay.
You gotta let it. And bro,
Yeah.
5 years later,
nothing better than a team that has chemistry and knows what the fuck
respect, chemistry. It just something happened when we got in the room together, man. And it was just like
awesome,
I get, bro. I don't want to work with anybody else. I love those guys.
That's how you know the chemistry is real as
it.
fuck. That's another reason why I wanted you here because I feel like Eddie's on the same page. I feel like all my crazy hood brothers on the same page. We like the history of the culture of the city.
I mean, we saw it.
No.
As
we like the reminiscing of it also. You know what I mean?
But like the dope shit is that we actually saw it.
We lived it.
We lived it.
We was around it.
Yeah.
You know, all of that stuff. So to like for you to capture all of that and put it on shirts and think like it's just dope.
Yeah.
To
It brings
see
us
all
back
of
to
that.
a time, and I like
Appreciate
that.
it.
EFN got mad pictures.
Oh,
He took me up there one day. I couldn't believe how much stuff he got
Street
up there.
team
One of the events
stuff.
that we had here.
Like we have, like he has a lot.
Incredible.
He's so selfish. Listen, we'll get back to him. The fucking I'm trying to remember what other. My wife is also the same way. I was never. None of us really ever. We didn't document.
She's a historian.
In 30 years, we have like 10 pictures. We haven't
Big up
done
to
much documenting.
Sandrita.
And 9 of those pictures. 9 of those pictures were probably shot by my wife. So yeah, one of them by words took. That's it. We have no pictures of us. Like we wouldn't even know we existed back in 30 years ago. There's nothing.
Yeah, nobody had the phone.
It was not right. Just yo, let's take a selfie or someone take a picture of us. Nah,
there was no selfie invented back then.
Look and say what I'm trying to tell you is we didn't even. No, we didn't.
It was group shots.
No, yeah, no.
It was like a lot of us.
But it had to be someone in the group, not in the picture to take the picture. No one wanted to be that sacrifice.
It was only every chick.
Yeah.
Every chick like, come on, man.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, that's it.
Time we take a picture.
I still charged him for that. You know what I mean? So we weren't good at documenting. And but my wife, since I've been with my wife 20 years. Since I've been with her though. I've seen the importance of the documenting and the memories. And,
totally. Man.
Fuck. And I beat myself up. I was like, why the fuck we didn't press record?
I beat myself.
You know where we sucked though, Abel? We could talk shit all day now. We're a little more used to it. I can lie to you. We were super rusty, but forget about that. How about 20, 30 years? We've been doing this, Yubi will tell you, for 30 years. Just talking shit. If it's not me and Eddie, it's me and Paul and Eddie, Boris. Yeah. Everyone, this is what we do, right? Mm-hmm. But the fucking minute you turn a camera on and try to record it and dare to let us see that camera go on,
right?
I'll be like, shit, you ain't shit. Everyone's laughing their ass off. The camera goes on, and we're like that. Crickets.
It's funny how that happens,
fucking
right?
Crickets.
Yeah.
And
we stumbled first.
So that's why we didn't record much.
Yeah.
But we ain't got no fucking footage.
No,
you understand what I'm saying? Like nothing.
If we'd had cameras back then, I say even go back to the Miami Stadium days and the '90s days and the Grove and the beach, I would have had the sickest shots. I helped open Specs on South Beach in '95.
Wow.
Peak, bro, when it was like Liquid and Amnesia, and you're hanging out there. And, fucking Nas shows up one night and Slash shows up the other, and I'm like, man, if I had a camera phone back then, what I would have is insane. Yeah. But you lived it. You didn't even think that. You're just happy to meet and it's the experience.
You were happy to be in the time.
You happen to be right place, right time.
That's what I was there. I met him. It was cool.
It was cool, and that was it.
Everybody knows the answer to this. After you go to South Beach after the club, you get a slice of pizza. Because there's 5 of them. That's the only thing they open at 5 in the morning. Everybody did the same shit. You go every motherfucking night.
You go to Poochie's.
That's it.
I remember it was Poochie's, bro. You go to Poochie's Pizza.
Or the one that was underneath the 40 right underneath the
Cheeseburger Baby's been
underneath
there for a while. The one that's by the cameo. That was right there.
It's not there no more.
Yeah. I don't know, but there was a pizzeria. Yeah, you can go either way. You get 4 this way or 4 that way.
It was good,
and everybody ate the pizza. That's all we did. Everyone went to the beach, ate pizza, go home.
Cazola's.
That's all they did there. You know what I'm saying?
That was it.
And it was the same culture.
Only go for the samples.
But it was fun.
A little sample tray.
You get full with the samples. You wait till they cut that slice up, little pieces. You be like, excuse me.
They're like, I just saw you, sir.
Yeah, this is my 3rd one.
I'm getting it for my girl, stupid.
Give me a piece.
Yeah, those were days.
Eddie was good, man.
No, it was.
We had good times.
I caught the ending of because I came out here in '91, so definitely I was out of the '80s was at.
Yeah, 90s were good rolling into 2000s.
Let me tell
when EFN was at the Marlin and shit.
Yeah, that was awesome.
That was awesome.
That was the
That's
time.
where I met my wife.
Like this,
no
like,
shit.
Yeah.
We knew each other in high school, but it had been 10 years since we ever seen each other.
We ran into each other.
We weren't like that good of friends in high school. We just knew each other.
No,
she was scared of me. She was scared of me. I was like, what were you scared of? She was like, I thought you were gonna like make fun of me.
We went for a walk and we started talking for an hour.
I make fun of you. We can't fuck. I make fun of girls. I make fun of dudes.
We were talking for hours.
Yeah, because she said you were a bully. You know, you'd be on the wall with your hireman. Every time we pass by, you'd be like, hey, shorty. And I just keep walking really fast. I was like, fuck, that's what you thought?
So you ran into each other at the Marlin?
Yeah, we were at the Marlin. She was talking to Eddie. True story or not? Yeah. It was at 12 o'clock at night. At midnight, I walk in. EFN opens the door. First thing he says to me is, "Wow, this is God. Yo, guess who's here?" Who? It was me and Paul. We were walking in. I'm like, just trying to get cash. I haven't even got a drink yet. Yo, guess who's here? Who? Sandra. I'm like, Sandra who? From high school. I swear, I'm like, Sandra who? He goes, from high school. I go, get the fuck out of here. I walk up around the corner. I get to the table, and she's talking to this dude. I'm like, holy shit, what's I haven't seen you in fucking 12 years. We give each other a hug. I go, oh shit, Eddie, get the fuck out of here. Awesome. And that was 12 o'clock at night. We talked till 5 in the morning. We got married 2 years later.
That was it.
That was it.
Bro,
Yeah.
I remember Def Jam Wednesdays, bro.
Yeah, and then I went back there 2 years later, proposed to her at the Martin.
No shit.
Yeah, it was.
Wow,
It was
man.
and this is how
Mr.
dope it was.
Romantic over here.
Let me show you how dope it was. I go to propose to her at the Martin, right? Because that's where we met.
Yeah.
And the place is decked the fuck out. Like if someone just put $1 million in this bitch for a party.
Jesus.
There's not a soul in there, but just the music playing and someone at the motherfucking bar just standing there. Like they're just gonna wait for the night to start. But it looked like I set that whole motherfucking thing up. We walk up in this, she was like, goddamn. And I said, goddamn, for real. Went to the bar, got her some water. I got whatever I was drinking. We were talking some shit. She was like, oh my God, I can't believe we're at the Martin. This is where we met. I was like, yes, it's crazy. And she turned around to do something. When she came back around, I already had the ring out and don't worry about what I said.
Wow.
And yeah, and the rest is history.
Damn, bro.
Yeah, put that on the shirt. Give me the shirt of the Martin. I buy two.
That's
I buy two of
You
those.
buy 2 of those?
Got down on one knee.
I got down on 2 knees like a slave because I knew I was gonna be a slave. I knew I was selling
He's all
my
in.
soul.
He's all in. He's like, he got down on 2 knees.
I was selling my soul. Jesus, Jesus.
Quien te mando.
I love my wife. Shout out to my wife Sandy.
Yeah.
My wife Sandy.
Yeah, seriously.
My wife, she's super.
You and your wife.
Oh, I ain't shit. She's gold.
You guys are goals.
She fucked up, marrying me. I ain't shit. I won.
Don't tell her that.
Yeah, right?
No, everybody shut up.
She got the short end of the stick.
We don't edit out this bitch. Oh, I forgot to tell you the safety clause. If there's something you don't want to say, don't say it. 'Cause we
too
don't
late.
edit. Anyway, back to the
Cool.
interview.
Too late. Appreciate it. Oh,
Too late.
too late.
Once it starts recording,
That's it.
We're gonna rewind that, put that in the beginning. Don't worry about that.
and
He's
yeah,
got the genius. He's a magician over here.
he makes it happen.
I charge extra per edit.
No,
Oh,
fact,
okay, yeah,
listen,
is that what it is? I'll zell you.
I
said, hold on,
usually say
hold on.
that. We usually tell you that off camera in the beginning, but you know, we was you know, forget about it. Shout out to Pitt for this. We're waiting for you over here too, by the way.
Definitely.
Oh yeah, Pitt.
You keep paying us in vodka, but we just want you to come.
Come through.
Yeah, definitely. Marshall, give me to it.
You be making it happen.
Let me ask you a question. Have you every time you do like an image of anyone who's somewhat of a celebrity, not a billionaire obviously, but like a celebrity, you always ask for the permission before you?
Always. I say, look,
You're a
I'm
good
not.
guy.
I always say, look, I'm not here to police the world. People do what they do. They play that C&D game, the cease and desist, whatever, and I get that.
Thanks.
But brother, I just like to stand on business, so
That's it.
I do everything. Whether it's Kimbo, Fifth Street Gym, we got permission from Angelo Dundee's son.
Wow.
Monkey Morales from Ricardo Morales Jr.
I saw that
So
shirt. That was
yeah,
hard.
it's always
That was a hard
bro.
shirt.
Yeah. It's just I like it like that. Transparent.
No, yeah.
Everything's cool. And I think it gives it that extra sauce when it's authorized.
No,
Like,
you
yo,
are.
that shit's
That
official.
makes
It's
you
got
an
stamps.
official businessman.
Oficial,
Did you
man.
do it?
I'm all
Yeah.
about that.
No one can come back and say you got some dirt on your face on some bullshit.
No, and I don't
Word.
feel right profiting off somebody's likeness.
No facts.
If they're like that, like this man right
Right.
here, if I didn't hit up his son and his manager, Mike, shout out to Icy Mike, man. Mike was a
nice.
legend.
Dope.
And they were like, yo, we love it, it's cool.
That's
and
respectful
let's
as
go.
fuck.
That's bro, I have to. I gotta show my face in this community,
Big
bro.
facts.
But you're also honoring him as well. You're not making it look.
Yeah,
You're not
right.
making a shirt of him making it look like a fool.
And I'm
No,
sure,
no,
and,
exactly.
I'm sure when
Exactly.
you made the shirt, and when after you talked to his son, I'm sure you gave him a discount on the shirt, at
how-
least 50% off.
How many do you need?
I know.
Like, just
I
tell
hope.
me, like, bro, the Elephant Man, Duke, who sold the beer, ice cold beer here. We did
Right.
a tribute to him, and a few weeks later, his son hit me up. I didn't even realize he had a son. Yo, my family's so honored by this gesture.
Dope.
Like, bro, I get him. He's like, we want to buy, and I'm like, bro, you like your money's no good here. Tell me how many you need,
Right.
and I got you.
Right.
Bro, you get back what you put out.
That's scary.
Like 100%. So yeah, I
Big
always everything I do is
That's
Is on level.
that makes no one can say shit about you. That's a solid. That's how business was.
and that's why good things keep happening. I believe that you get back what
Yeah.
you put out, bro.
Of course.
That is
You
true.
come
man.
correct, and all of a sudden the dominoes keep falling. Funny how that works.
I mean, fuck it.
Yeah.
If there's no common sense. For me, it's a little common sense. The money's not in the cure; it's in the comeback. I don't want to. I'm not gonna give you a product one time and you'll never come back. I need a return customer. You know what I'm trying to say?
People don't see that's
So,
old school. People don't understand
The
that.
money you
Yeah.
can't make money if you're fucking them.
Exactly,
You made $40 one time and that's it.
and that's it.
How about let them buy 10 shirts in a
Bro,
month, in 2 months?
I have
you know what I'm
people
saying?
that have literally bought everything I've put out.
Yeah.
I have people who come up to me, yo, I got 5 shirts, 8 shirts, this, that. I bought. They'll buy 3, 4, 5 at a time.
Yeah, it's hard.
And you're like, bro, it's just everything's done correctly. I'll tell you what blanks I use. I'm not on that shady shit. Next Level, Shaka, like Google them. They're premium. I'm super transparent about everything. I don't gatekeep on shit because it's all up here. The vision is here, so I'll tell you what I
Do
use.
you
I'll
use-
tell
do
you
use
what.
DTG?
You know, no, silk screen.
It's also.
Although I'm
That's
looking into DTG, which is a good, it's a good option too.
That looks good. That looks good.
Yeah.
But what I like about DTG, it's like in the thread. It's not fake. This is like how many years ago? 3-4 years ago? You made Roberto Clemente.
Oh, Clemente, bro.
Come on,
yeah,
DTG. And that and that picture was already grainy. That hasn't faded.
No.
That's exactly how right.
Yeah.
I watched this shirt.
Those are
I don't know how many times.
two of the top options. Is the
Yeah.
silk screen, which they call the hand pulled.
No, yeah,
and
yeah.
DTG, and
Yeah.
they're both good. It's just a matter.
It's
matter what you need.
So
and
he was
taste.
telling me
What you need
it all
it
depends
for.
on the image too. What you're looking
you
for,
want
right?
to do pictures and stuff like that?
That-
DTG to me is the best.
They're both,
Like,
yeah.
you want to do one color, illustrated
Right.
stuff.
Yeah.
I think silk screen is the way to go.
Yeah,
Just gives it
100%.
that feel that.
It's funny you're saying you can see a lot of what
Yeah,
we do. We'll do
yeah.
some
Yeah.
one color hits, but like, dude, because the detail speaks for
I
itself.
like
That's what
I
I'm
like
saying.
the one color like that.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something.
Those work.
One of my
so
favorite
when you do
shirts,
silk
like I
screen,
told you,
Yeah.
that's what
That's
it
is
is.
the
what's up.
Miami Arena shirt.
Yeah.
The original Miami Arena, not the AAA, not
Yeah,
the
no.
fucking Casella.
The pink elephant.
Yes. Now let me tell you something.
Yeah.
I went there when I was 12 years old, so I could watch Run DMC, Public Enemy, DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince, and
Wow.
Stetson Sonic.
You were at that show?
Yes, sir. 12. Listen to me. How my mom let me go from Kendall on the motherfucking Metro Rail to Overtown with two other
You
12-year-olds.
rode the rail.
Yeah, scared as fuck. These kids don't believe me. And how
I
ill was it?
believe
though?
you.
You don't believe me. How ill was it that when the Metro Rail rolled
That was
up?
the Fresh Fest.
Yeah, that's
how,
right.
How ill was it when the Metro Rail rolled up? It stops and the Miami Arena is the same lake, and you just see Miami Arena.
Yeah.
And I go this. Holy shit! I was so nervous, brother. It was fucking 12. I walked in there, there's a million. She sold the fuck out. I'm with two other 12-year-olds. I don't know how our parents. I put it this way, my birthday. I had just went to the motherfucking record store to buy the Airbnb Rakim album and just came the fuck out. I'm listening to Airbnb Rakim with my headphones all the way to fucking Overtime. Now I'm hyped. I'm ready to fucking. I'm scary hyped. You see what I mean? Like, I'm hyped, but I'm scared. I jump out. We like, yo, we here. We walking to Miami. It's like a real movie. I'm at that like, holy shit.
Yeah, because it stopped
Like a
right
little
in
kid.
front of it. Literally, it stopped right
But
there.
the minute I got in, all you hear is Run DMC playing, and it's kind of like calming me down. Why? I don't know why, but I go straight to the fucking merchandise booth. Let me get that Public Enemy fucking poster, that Run DMC. I bought all the posters, facts. Because it was just so, to see it in real life, you know what I'm saying? Like my first time, this is my first concert, let's ride.
That was
I'm
your first
falling in
show.
love with this motherfucker. Yeah.
Wow.
And let me tell you, after Public Enemy got on stage, you couldn't hear a motherfucking thing.
No, for sure.
Yeah, a thing. And Run DMC was the closer. You know what I'm saying? But while there was no music, I'm trying to talk to my boy, I can't even hear him. There's nothing playing. I can yeah, facts. It was crazy. Run DMC came out, Mary, Mary, why you bugging? The house went crazy.
Bro,
That's my favorite concert to date, and I've seen a million of them.
Jesus. Well, you go back to the elements of hip hop. You look at the DJs that were there from.
Oh my God.
Terminator X.
Yeah.
To
The SW1s, everything.
Yeah.
Nah, forget about it. That whole shit.
No,
The
Jam
Public
Master
Enemy is my
Jay.
favorite group. And let
Really?
me tell you, when you see them live, they're so loud and live. Especially back then. Now I'm sure it'd be a little different. But when they had the whole crew together with Terminator
Yeah.
X, SW1s,
Right.
Flav, Chuck D, when they was
Chuck,
all
bro.
there, oh my God, Professor Griff, forget about it. That was one of the illest shows I've ever seen in my life. But let me tell you, Stetson Sonic was pretty ill too.
I remember Stetson Sonic.
They were pretty ill too. They only did
I wasn't a fan of Stetson
Daddy O.
Sonic.
No, yeah, Daddy O.
Yeah. It was that.
They had a dope ass record called Miami Bass.
That was
they
that
did.
was
Yes.
that Miami. Wow.
They had a
Yes.
record called Miami
Yeah.
Bass.
Dope ass
Yep.
record.
Mm-hmm.
Tribute to Miami.
Let me tell you,
I mean, why
that
not?
show was hard.
We were
Right?
always a big market for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Oh, word?
They were good, bro. Let me tell you, live. That's when I was like, okay, these motherfuckers turn this shit out. Live show will always tell you who the fuck they are.
Yeah.
Yeah,
100%.
you know, you got 200 people working on your album in the studio.
Right.
Back then was all, hey, cuenta. We had met the fucking the engineer from. He told me he works for Britney Spears. He said, brother, she has to layer her voice 28, 30 times
Yeah.
to get the one vocal right. I said, and I'm doing 3 takers. Just I'm like 28. That's a long month.
That's crazy.
He said it takes me 2 months to mix this motherfucker.
Yeah, my guy
Imagínate.
at Criteria Studios in North Miami
Criteria,
that goes
first
from
show.
Eric Clapton to Jay-Z. And
Yeah.
he's told me,
Wow.
yeah, sometimes, bro, you get people in there and it's like, oh, it's a struggle. You got to go line by line on a song and shit, man.
I got a great.
Yeah.
That's what the dude told me. We were in Nori's session. That's when the dude told me about Britney Spears.
Yeah.
I had to go. We were in a session with Nori. It was like a whole day we were there with him when he was finishing up the
Nice.
NRE album. It was one of the best times of my life. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Wow.
One of my favorite times ever. He actually let us record on his dime his hour of like his time, studio time, to do a song for our album, and he was
shit.
featured on it. Man,
That's cool. That's cool.
history. Was forget about
Yeah,
it.
that was
But I had to go take a piss, and I said, "Yo, wait, I'm gonna go use the bathroom. Anybody know where's that?" And they said, "Yeah, just go downstairs." That's all they said. I said, "Fuck, there's 18 doors." Right? I open up one door. Who's in this motherfucking door? Oh my god, you want to shout the nigga out? I'm gonna shout him out. Julio Iglesias, not Junior, the Pops.
No shit.
He's sitting at a piano, and on his side, on top of the piano, on the couch, everywhere, is just surrounded with like 30, 40, dare I say 19, 20-year-olds, like
Sounds
gangster.
about right.
And I
Sounds
went
about
like this. I schemed the room as slow and as fast as I could, right? And when I get to Julio, he goes, "Can I help you?" I go, "Oh, I was just looking for the bathroom." "Well, this is not the bathroom." "Oh, yes, sir, bye."
Shut the door.
That's the day I met Julio Iglesias.
Jesus.
He told you to shut the door.
He said, "Shut the
Shut the door."
motherfucking door."
Motherfucker.
And I thought he was about to say, "You ain't seen shit.
Yeah.
You ain't seen
You
shit."
ain't see shit.
Yo, let me tell you, at least 30 easy.
You
Like-
know he had all
All of them
melting.
had their ID at the door.
They were all
Easy.
melting on that
Easy.
piano.
All
That was organized.
I knew they were young. I knew they were young.
NDA signed,
Oh, for sure.
I knew they were young because half of them had lollipops, the other had fizz pops, like those little fizz
Little
rocks.
fizzes?
And I'm like,
They're
they gotta
snapping
be,
rocks. No,
There's
that's
gotta be a young crowd.
Man said NDAs. Like, yeah, sign here, sign here.
Facts.
Initial here,
Yeah.
initial
And,
here.
and they're like, "I don't take MDA." Like, no, boo, it's a.
You want to hang out with Julio?
You wanna hang out with Julio?
He's looking for a female vocalist.
I think you're talking
Yeah.
about the- I think you're
Female
talking about the drum-
vocalist.
Key is your vocal cords.
Yeah.
Yo, to all the girls I've loved before.
And on the bottom right there, put your favorite blow pop color so we can keep you entertained. Don't worry, yes, we do have PS3 in there. Don't worry, mate, you're fine.
Oh shit.
That's an ill story. That's that like.
That was a real story. I ran back upstairs and I told Paul, "You know what the fuck I just saw down there?
Yeah.
Julio, not the son, the man. Yeah, I'm a Puerto Rock. That's the man."
Yeah, someone's like, whatever. We see
Whatever.
Yeah. We see him.
You
Yeah,
know,
he's around.
Enrique, tranquilo, ahora.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, Enrique, que bolín. And he go back at you like, "Oh, que bola," and you're like, "Yeah, this he a fucker."
And this was at Criteria.
Yeah, brother.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, everybody's been in there. I
That
got
studio's
a
so raw.
tour. I got lucky
Yeah.
through the page. The coolest thing that happened.
That
The
studio's
manager.
raw.
I got a tour. And I walk into the red room, and bro, I opened the door, and it was just like contact high immediately. Like, who the fuck was in here? Because we had Wayne in here a couple nights ago.
Yeah. Oh,
Say less.
Oh my! I think I saw Nori
Bro,
blow
that
a pound
room
down
was
in that
still-
fucker.
They leased the room for like 5 years, I think.
Yeah, Timberland
Cash
and
Money.
Wayne
Yeah.
and those guys.
Cash Money. And Storage too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they leased a part of it.
Yeah, no,
exactly.
for sure. Like
Yeah,
Wayne
and
had a
wanted it
spot
painted.
there.
Yeah, wanted it painted a
place is
certain
dope as
color.
fuck,
No,
though.
that place you could feel the history.
No, forget
that
about it.
place
Right, it's
is
just
off
rich.
the
I used to
chart.
stay with Circle House.
Yeah, Circle
Yeah,
House is
yeah.
small. Bigger than
Circle
Circle
House,
House,
yeah.
bigger than the BB.
Bigger than
Bigger
Right,
than
it's
the
good
BB too.
energy.
That's the legend. They're both legends. But
Yeah.
and we were
Wayne
Circle
built
House
a
real
ramp
comfortable.
in
Circle
his
House comfortable.
That's right.
Wayne built a ramp in Hip Factory.
Oh yeah,
That's right.
I actually heard about that.
That's right, because it was
That's how crazy that
That's
is.
crazy.
That's how they were in there, like living in there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
they had their own spot.
Place is dope.
That's right. It was Hit Factory at
You
Criteria.
when you
for
drove
like
in,
20
that
Yeah,
shit said
Criteria,
Wayne.
then Hit Factory.
Yeah,
Hit
yeah.
Factory.
Said
Yeah,
Little
yeah.
Wayne on the spot on the fucking parking lot, like right there.
The personalized
Yeah.
spots.
Like that's it. Don't park in my spot, motherfucker.
Great.
I'm sure that doesn't cost much to get the spot, but the skating.
Oh, you sure? Huh?
The skate park.
The
Oh,
spot
holy
comes with the lease.
facts.
There you go.
Yeah.
And that lease
we
is
raped you
small.
so hard on that lease that we're gonna give you your own parking
But
spot.
at least it's not very good looking.
Not too good looking out here. So you said you were born in
Born New York,
what part of New York?
Jackson Heights,
Oh,
Queens.
Jackson
Queens.
Heights, word.
Technically born across from the park in Manhattan. Still
Right.
there. Flower Fifth Hospital. Family was in Jackson Heights. Came down when I was like 5 to 6.
I'm sorry.
No,
You guys like
Right.
flirting with the
He-
mic.
He was still.
Really
He was still birthed from Queens. So
I knew I was
your
waiting
birth
for this
certificate
Queens
says
shit.
Queens,
Says-
Jackson Heights, Queens.
Yep. Jackson Heights,
Yours
Queens.
says Eddie?
Mine says East Elmhurst,
East
Queens.
Elmhurst.
That's the first house. The second house was on West Elmhurst.
Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, Chicago.
His first house was on East Elmhurst. The second house was on North Airport Road. It was across the street from the airport. It was
Yeah.
big facts. You know the airport on Goodfellas you would rob. That's where he lived.
That's
Like,
where I
Tons of
live.
heist.
yeah, the Tanza heist.
Tons of
Hey,
heist.
forget about
Yeah,
it.
his brother made that heist. His brother wrote
Yeah,
that
hey,
heist.
hey.
Forget about it. Sonny and the boys.
Hey. And we get a pasta fazool over here.
Oh, forget about that.
Now you're talking.
Oh man, that was a good time, Eddie. I wish I was with. I wish I knew you.
I had fun over there. It was fun.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Let me tell you something. I didn't do no dirt. I played basketball. As short as I am,
Yeah.
I still played ball in school.
He had 2 hoops, one in both houses.
Nice.
No
Yeah.
hoops.
One in both houses.
But it's fucking.
Bingo. Huh?
I don't do shit. I come out here. I learn all the dirt.
You see?
The cook.
Not from me. You don't
now,
go there.
granted, I knew because dudes on the block were selling their
Right.
thing, and I see crack
Right.
files all over the floor going to
Sure.
school. But like to see how it's done
Yeah.
and how you chop this up and you cut this to that, and I learned it here in the dirty South.
Abel, let me tell you.
Yes,
I-
this guy was over here
What?
acid out.
Who was it?
Yeah.
I wasn't. I
If
didn't
you
fuck
didn't do
with
acid,
any
you
of
were a
that shit.
nerd. Let's go.
I didn't try nothing. The only thing I did was smoke weed. I never
was-
tried
I was-
anything.
Bingo, that
I was a
acid.
good
That
boy,
weak ass drug.
Like through high school, I was good. And then in my 20s on the beach, I'm like, that's when the ventanita opened up. And
Abel,
I'm like,
No,
90s,
this
this
guy
is the
was
time.
acid
Abel,
and
yeah.
what else?
Let's
he
paint
did?
a picture.
He did everything.
This
He
Cabrosito
did
came
everything.
from
He did
Queens.
everything except heroin.
Came from Queens, 2 houses
Good
from
choice.
Queens, living nice. 2 parents, 2 houses, good marriage, all that good stuff. Came down here when he was 17. No.
17.
All right.
Now, straight out of Catholic school. He should do straight out of Catholic. He his first couple months he's here. I see him in school, and I'm cool with him. Eddie was up. But after school, who am I seeing this dude hang? Or after Chacho, that was the first 3 days. He never came back to school. He told his parents he had skipped every day. But when I saw him in the street, who's he with? A bunch of delinquents. A bunch of dudes that are like, you're 17, these guys are 21, probably they don't even go to our school. They're all from New York, all FOTs, and they're all like, trying to,
They all went to Sunshine. This guy,
I don't
he
know
just
that.
wasn't his crowd.
Ah.
That's all it was.
Allegedly.
He had his hard pack
Stop. That was
crew
jealous. I sense jealousy.
bullying little kids in the hallway.
Little kids were on the same age. We didn't bully.
They would walk down like 4 to like
Such a lie.
in a row.
Hey, but what
And then-
movie is that? Was that a movie that everybody Warriors?
They're all tall.
Warriors with the-
Tall as Puerto Ricans. I don't know how the fuck that happened.
We were tall.
Oh, tall as Puerto Ricans. Walking,
Oh, now I see where this is
walking
going.
side by side.
Sorry, I see where the jealousy's at.
Now you
Bullying
see-
down them. I was like, look at these fucking bullies, bro.
You're a fucking lie.
said,
All
look at
5
this.
feet of you was a lie.
I said, look at you. Ask your wife. Your wife said you was a bully in school with
Before
you.
she saw it.
Because she was getting bullied by your guys.
No. Well, what do you think?
Walking on the hallway.
Listen, you get a little coalition going with a couple of your boys, because you're tired of getting bullied, and now everyone calls you the bully.
With all their stolen
What the fuck?
clothes.
Oh shit.
Because they stole checks.
Who?
Ooh.
Allegedly.
Stole,
What is he talking about?
Stole checks and was getting mad clothes from Bird Eyes.
Never bought clothes at Burns with a
You
check.
a lie. Stolen check. He gave it to. He
And
gave
what's
it
a
to,
bird eye?
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking
He gave it to Chuletica.
Chuletiga?
Chuletica went to Bird Eyes. He said, "Listen,
I'll let him finish. If I get my
you
statement.
get whatever you want, but bring me this fucking watch back." That watch was like $37,000.
Now I have heard.
Cross-examination.
I have heard that story in the hood once
And
upon a
then
time.
she
Not
comes.
sure who
No,
is by.
he gets mad
Not sure who the
because
author is.
him and his boy get their one little bag because they wanted both watches at $75,000 a piece. So they get one
I don't
little
know.
bag, right? She goes, "Here." These guys go, "Hold up. Why we only got one bag and you got like 17 bags?" Because we know how to shop. And they walked away. We got one little bag. They
have
had
heard that
17
story.
bags.
I've heard that fable in the hood one time. Not sure who the author is. Not sure who the real character
Puerto
is.
Rican hard pack.
What I'm saying is this.
Hard pack was doing it big.
All I'm saying is, that if you're coming from 2 houses, nice family, toda esa cosa, why you come down here and you went straight to the street thugs? And I know those dudes. I know what they were about. I know what they were doing. I tried to say all 5. I tried
Because
to
I
say
didn't
all
have
5
2
feet of you.
homes.
Huh?
You was trying to flag down?
No, I'm trying to help.
Because I didn't have
Oh,
2
yeah.
homes like you say.
Like, with these
My parents had a great marriage.
I
yeah.
knew what they was about, but and a big shout out to all of them. I know them all, but I knew that you weren't about what they was about. I asked, what are you doing with these guys?
No, I learned it.
I'm just saying.
That's what I
Can't
learned out
blame
here.
me. Sabe?
I turned into an adult like mad quick out here.
Yeah.
Oh, and also, PSA to all the real dudes out there. This is dry snitching. You guys have never snitched on a secret before. I don't know if you know what that is. This is it.
Bird Eyes is not even up
any
no more.
secrets you have,
So
do not
whatever
tell
you
this
stole
man.
from Bird Eyes,
Like whoever did
you're
that,
good.
Whoever did that and told
It's
him that
done.
story, at least snitching on it.
Listen,
I went shopping to buy some.
listen. Before I got the job at Bird Eyes as undercover security, I stole from Bird Eyes.
Snitch.
They had the pole. Yeah, it was undercover, but I didn't catch nobody.
Obviously.
I think you see, the dudes was up in the office. It was like, yo, how many guys you caught? Man, I got like 17 dudes this month. He said, how many you got? Yeah, I got 28. Hey, what you got, Eddie? 0. He's like, you've been here already 7 months.
Well,
I'm
it
like,
was good when I'm here.
Yo, every time I'm here, like nobody wants to steal nothing. Where you at? I don't see nothing.
He was like, I work on Sundays.
Yeah.
Maybe they're all good. They just came out of church.
So and so
one
be
wants
on
to
the
steal.
cameras. I be on the floor. What? She not catching nothing on the camera. So what
And they
about?
said, you're fired.
No, before I got fired, I quit.
You're doing a great job at hiding.
But
motherfucker.
I went back because I
Hiding
know
out
where
this
the
bitch.
cameras are. I know how to do the yao
When the
man.
cameras come on,
And
you
the
start snitching.
polo was at the I think it was the west entrance.
You got fired. You became the inside man.
Oh, he was serious.
I said, yo, right there,
the wall.
you just go in, you grab your stat, and you walk right out that door and be out.
That's it.
Out of there.
Employee of the month. Hijo de puta. So glad I didn't know that story.
All right. So, I'm going to ask you a crazy question.
Thank you,
Okay.
Pit. Thank you, Pit.
Take a shot. I want to see it.
Pitbull, thank you very much, Pitbull. I won't take a shot, though, because I'm already,
He's ready to
on
eat
whatever
some ass.
whatever this was popping. Big up. Anyway,
Big up that strawberry pit. Strawberry pit. Go ahead.
this I only asked this question because
He's a sucio.
I'm a sucio. He beat me to it. I'm a sucio. And you being New York to Miami, you got to be one of the biggest sucios. I mean,
That's real
I could be wrong
judgmental.
on my judgment. I could be very wrong.
I
I
like to
don't
think
think you're wrong.
Yeah,
You don't think so? I think so?
I think my inner sucio
You got an
is
inner
strong. I
sucio?
got an inner
Yeah.
sucio.
You're
sure.
from Miami. You're
I'm from
Spanish.
Miami. I'm
You're
Spanish.
sucio.
So you're
Yeah.
from Miami. You're Spaniard.
Yeah.
You're Cuban.
Yes.
So you eat ass, right?
Before it was a thing.
Before it was the
Before
thing,
it was
right?
even a thing.
He's like, I'm dignified. I use a fork and knife.
OG with it.
Nacho.
You OG with it, because I was eating that
Double
since like
OG.
05,
Goes back
That's
to
late.
04.
That's late.
That's
Super late.
Well, no, it was late because I was eating pussy first. I was mastering the eating pussy
that's
first.
another.
I mean,
You
coming
gotta
from a guy
master
who started
that.
smoking weed at 28 and shit.
At
Like,
21, I
Whatever.
started smoking weed.
straight to crippy though, no regular.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Now you went right.
No, I went
You went
straight
straight to the
Crippy.
major leagues.
No, I fell in love. I fell in love.
You don't know about the 20 blunt sessions.
No,
it was
no,
regular,
I
but
found
that-
out later. I
Yeah,
found
that's
out
what it was, it was
after.
Reggie.
I'm like, what the fuck is this garbage? And he was like, oh no, this is what we normally smoke. You're lucky you had that.
Crippy wasn't
I'm
born
like,
yet.
fuck it, let me give it to me, bro.
Exactly.
It's all good.
Well,
But I only say that because
because you love it.
you had
love it.
you had to master eating pussy first.
100%.
Big time.
100%.
Because if you don't know how to eat pussy, fellas, you better learn. how
Don't go
eat
to the
pussy.
booty.
You gotta eat pussy
Wise words.
first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You eat the pussy first. You get her nice mojadita, popped her off like she probably busted 10, 12 nuts.
Then cross the bridge.
Then you cross the bridge.
Facts.
You go over
Give her the French tickler right on the bridge, and then you.
because you follow the Niagara Falls.
Right.
True.
I think. And can I add to something?
Go ahead.
You know how there's always a first timer, a woman who never got her ass eaten. That's the one who always says, "Oh, I only like my ass eaten." Wait, pause. You mean you never got your ass eaten?
Right.
Because the minute you do it, you're gonna be in love, and then whoever does it to you is fucked. Just letting you know that.
Yeah.
That's a rule.
Yeah,
Anyway,
they talk
so what
about
I
shit.
say is,
But okay, so
I say
you have
Yeah, wait, hold on. I'm
Dabble.
not done. So what I say is, if it's a first timer,
Yeah.
I say you warm her up almost like a little joke before you do it. Yeah, get her loose. You gotta get her loose. Because she's already tense. Like, I don't know. Oh, it's like, once you hit that little bridge, she's like, what are you doing? Like, shut the fuck up. You try to hold her hands. And she's like, you can't even hold her hands. You know what I'm saying? Because you know she wants it. She's just scared. It's like me on roller coasters. No, shit. No.
You didn't get on the roller coaster.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, I did.
This guy don't get on the
I did Thunder Mountain in Disney World.
You did that when you was what, 7?
Last year.
You a lie.
All my kids, first time.
Oh,
My
okay,
7-year-old was
did.
like, Daddy, I want to go. And I go,
You
on
did.
this one? And she goes, yeah. I go, well, if you're not scared, I ain't scared. How can I be scared of a 7-year-old?
You're right. You're
So I
right. He
jumped on
did
it.
go on, and he got scared.
Abel.
Demon.
So you go down, you eat the coochie, you go down across the little bridge, the little 4-mile bridge, and then you fucking go down right when you're about to eat a butt. If she ain't never had it, she's gonna try to stop you. You're like, watch out! You fucking try to fucking use everything you can. You can barely go down. Your neck's about to break, and fucking. But if you do go down, that's why I say you start them off with a joke. Then they won't be so tense, right? So we like I'm gonna tell you. So you give them a little swipe. You swipe her little butthole. So just get her. She'll be like, ooh, like a little French tickler, right? And you'd be like, and then you tell her, hey, what'd you have for breakfast, boo? I'm about to find out. I'm gonna put my tongue in your ass. I'm gonna find out. Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me. That don't taste like Fruit Loops.
Let me tell you something.
You smell me?
When this comes
That's
out,
honey oats.
he gonna get in trouble by his wife talking about all that ass.
That's a lie. That's a lie.
He gonna be sleeping on the couch.
I only tell the truth, and she knows that.
Well, listen, you are telling the truth.
Yes. So you start off with a little joke like that. You say, "What do you have for breakfast?" I'm gonna find out.
We'll find out.
Put my tongue in your ass. Give you a kiss on your belly button from the
Be
inside.
honest. You know, it's funny because I mentioned to someone. I remember going back to the Drink Champs thing with Trick and everything, the Eat a Booty Gang and all this kind of things.
And
Everybody is
he's
out
part of the
open.
t-shirt.
Yeah. That's all. Like back in the
But see,
day,
but
that was hush hush.
Trick is crazy because he likes his asshole to be eaten.
Yeah. Trick's-
I was like, whoa,
Yeah.
Trick, you wild one.
You eat your vegetables? You like vegetables? Like you a veggie man?
every now and then.
You like cauliflower?
Oh,
Broccoli.
why you gonna bring cauliflower?
Broccoli.
See, you're never gonna eat cauliflower after the story of the
Eddie likes cauliflower.
No, I don't. That's why I didn't do nothing. Listen, long story short, because these guys always bring this fucking shit up, and I just wanted to just get it out the way. This guy over here, okay, there was a chick. She was a Harley driver. She drove, a bike.
Yeah,
she was a bike.
biker.
Okay, whatever. I got down with her. She came over. Things popped off.
Okay.
The only thing is, when I turned her around, she had hemorrhoids that's looking like cauliflowers out of her ass. It was just crazy. All right, so whatever. I try helping out. I try squeezing the butt cheeks, put it back in.
You're talking
it didn't
too fast.
work.
He gets no vision.
No, because I'm trying to
She
get
bends over
the
and
long
two E's
story.
came out. Bingo,
I'm trying to get. He knows what cauliflowers look like.
Whoa,
Why you don't have to figure? I'm more than sure he knows
You
what
got
cauliflowers look
hemorrhoids
like.
in your ass. That's what the cauliflower. You got hemorrhoids in your ass. This
Right.
big bitch don't need the crib.
Right.
Or don't bend over in front of a dude.
No, he's absolutely
Unless
right.
you're a sucia. I don't
She's
know.
crazy. But she was Puerto Rican. So she's crazy.
She's
crazy.
No, Puerto Rican. She's Puerto
she was
Rican.
Hialeah.
She was Puerto Rican crazy.
She was born in Westchester. She was born in Westchester.
I don't
born in
know.
Westchester.
I don't
She
know if
went to
she was from
Hollywood.
Hialeah. But anyway.
A
So,
Puerto
yeah.
Rican on a Harley. She's from Hialeah.
Puerto Rican.
She from Doral.
She had
This
hemorrhoids
motherfucker.
that was as big as fucking cauliflowers. And I felt bad.
My
I tried
G.
squeezing the butt cheeks together. I
Abel
tried
don't laugh.
to push it back in.
Wait
It
till you
didn't go in. So what I did was
Abel.
I flipped over. I wasn't gonna eat the ass. You can't eat the ass.
No, at
Why
that
you
point.
gonna finish what you did?
No, I flipped her over and I ate a pussy. Yeah, I did
Now,
it.
Abel, that's fine if you
It's
started
gone.
in that position.
You don't see
She
it.
comes in, he tries to flip
But
her over
you don't
because
see
he
it when
can't.
you flip
He
her
wants to
over.
eat your ass.
Yeah.
But she's like, no, I'm good, I'm good. And if once a girl says, I'm good,
Yeah.
you're good, homie.
You're good.
Because either A, she just took a shit, and she knows she's dirty, and she's a sushi and can kill herself. Or she B, cauliflowered up. Or 4, she's bleeding down there. Something's wrong with her asshole. She don't want you to touch it. So if she said, I'm good, that's a hit. Stop right there, retire. Go for the coochie. It might smell like whatever the
But
ass smells like.
if
So
she
hold on.
bent
That's
over,
if
what
you
you want
start
me to
on
do?
her back. He started her on her. She's standing up,
Standing
bending
up.
over. So now while he's squeezing that cauliflower together, the juices are dripping down to her coochie. Then he flipped over
There's
and
no
ate that.
juices out of that.
He was like, "Damn, boy, you extra wet." She was like, "I ain't wet yet." That was cauliflower piss.
Don't listen to this man.
That's so nasty.
Don't listen to this man.
He tries to clean it with Victoria's Secret spray. He said it got alcohol in it, right? The Victoria's Secret spray.
Yeah.
So he tried to clean it with that. So that's nasty.
Cherry blossom. It works all the time.
I can see this man's a professional though. He kind of went.
You want something sweet and nice? You gotta throw the cherry blossom.
You gotta throw the cherry blossom.
That's nasty. Cherry blossom pennies. That's what that bitch tastes like. You bitch, you know you dirty. Why you left the house, came over, you took your pants off and bent over in front of the ass eater?
Leave her alone. That was by accident.
Chacho, you're Puerto Rican? Dead.
You know, she's Puerto Rican. So it's Puerto Rican cauliflower. Con sazon.
Abel, I want to tell you one quick little story before my manager kicks me out of here.
Dime.
What I wanted to say before, I just forgot because this fucking guy's stories are great. The Miami Arena show. Why it brought so much memory back to me is because, like I said, when I got up, I did tell you when I got off the Metro and I saw that sign. So when I saw your fucking shirt and the only thing that you had colored was just the Miami Arena,
exactly.
I said I gotta get this fucking shirt.
Bro, that's my number 2 seller after the Orange Bowl.
Get out
the
of town. Orange Bowl's hard.
Orange Bowl's the one that if I don't run it back, people will hunt me down, bro. Like I got like Canes players, Dolphins, executives, the Bonacani family, like God bless them. Like no. That shirt, I've shipped it from Hialeah to Hawaii. I have shipped that shirt. That shit's crazy. But the arena's number 2.
Super dope.
The arena it didn't last
original
long.
One. Yeah.
But we had a lot of memories there.
Yeah,
bro.
it didn't even that right. Remember, Overtown was the original. Yeah. Don't get it twisted over here by the bay acting all bougie.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't do that to us.
That's OT as we call it. That's
OT,
Overtown.
baby.
OT,
you already
baby.
know. All day.
Yeah,
big facts.
Yeah.
Listen, we appreciate the F out of you.
Oh man, come on.
And
I appreciate y'all.
Put all your socials out so they know where.
You know, one day you wake up, you're inspired just because we're some badass motherfuckers. If you ever want to put us on a show, you don't need our permission. Just do it.
Let me
run
tell
with
you.
You dig?
Are you serious? It's been discussed. Don't think it hasn't. I'm not even bullshitting.
I'm just playing with you. If you ever want to
I'm
do
not
it, we're good.
bullshitting.
I'm extra large. He's double X. But listen, the thing is that I find you, and if you want to take this title, I hope you do, like a historian of Miami. Like it really, like someone hits me and says, can I get some information on this? I'd be like, I can tell you who to fucking call for it because I don't know it.
I get a lot of that.
So I just want you to take that title with you.
Yeah, that's
because
appreciate it.
I think that what you do is super dope and it's inspiring.
Thank you.
I just keeping the Miami culture alive.
Bro, that's it, man. The history and the
I love
culture.
Because at the end of the day, that's what it was.
You taught us some shit, and we taught you some shit. We gave you the 5 elements.
Yeah.
Even though you knew about,
You
know,
knew
that's the core 4.
You knew
That's
the
the
core
have to
4.
have
That's
those or there's
it.
no
That's
hip-hop.
it.
Core
Yeah,
four.
if you
Without
don't have
those 4,
those 4,
it's like H2O with water. You can add sugar and make it Kool-Aid, but you need H2O.
Well, you need. I'm glad you asked that too, because I tell people all the time, bro. I grew up on all this shit. Y'all don't know, man. Like I'm the most vitamin D deficient white boy in all South Florida, but it's like y'all don't know.
But I got another question, just because you're such a historian. Before we get out of here, what is something we did as Jits that everyone in the world did, but today they don't do? Something that we've done back then, like a VHS or something, but way better than that. You know what I'm trying to say?
The renting
something that you think about that you were about back then.
Easy. I mean, obviously the VHS renting movies and having the Blockbuster and all the video store cards and memberships is one that definitely comes to mind, bro.
Legend.
And then buying concert tickets and having to line up to buy Specs or Peaches or whatever.
And how about keeping the fucking ticket for the Super Bowl or something, or some big ass
keeping your
playoff?
stubs.
That's tickets worth $10,000
Yeah,
today. Now they have
everything's on the phone, nothing's tangible.
Or the pic that we have in the group chat of the hotel room, like only you would know if you did like parties here or some shit like that. Was the hotel, when we did hotel parties.
Yeah. Oh man, that was the thing.
High school and shit.
Everything was different, man.
Everything was different, man.
I wish you could go back to beepers. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my god.
That's
why
we got the payphone up in here. You know what I'm saying? Because
the payphone back.
It's just it's nostalgic. That generation was ill. If I didn't have a quarter or a phone, I'm not getting to you. I don't care how many times you wrote 911.
It don't matter if you had that weed guy or whatever. You needed that. You had that code. You know, meet me here and there and payphone.
I didn't even deal with any weed guys on my phone. That was strictly just my friends and my girl or whoever.
Yeah, I don't want to talk to you. Send a text message.
I don't want to talk to you. Send a text message. But those were the good days. You know what I'm saying? It was analog days. It was just the best.
That's the best analogy.
You know,
analog.
you got a clone StarTech phone flip, and that was it.
Oh my god. God,
It's the
man.
best.
It was the best.
I loved it.
Yeah.
I like talking old school shit.
Give
with you.
your socials so they know where to order your
Yeah, give me
shirts,
all
know
your
how to get
IGs.
your information.
IG is Miami Stadium, all
Yes,
one
sir.
word. The collection is the Miami Stadium Collection, born out of that page, which is www.themiamistadium.com.
Gangster.
There you go,
And,
everybody.
and in case anyone was wondering, I don't know. I'll ask for the people who are probably wondering, if they come to you with an image, will you make it happen for them?
You know, it happens every now and then. Usually it's something that's on my list already, but you appreciate that. At least you know, like, oh, I'm on something.
Yeah,
These
yeah,
people
yeah,
are suggesting
exactly.
And I will say, I also have, because I got to shout them out, man, Shoe Gallery Miami.
Oh, big
legend.
up
The
to
only
Danny.
store-
Word
legend-
up, word up.
Legendary.
Danny saw me wearing the Orange Bowl shirt a few years ago, and he's like, where the hell did you get that? And I was like, I made this.
Where'd you get it?
Where'd you
That's
get
the
it?
Best.
That
That's,
shirt-
that's the ultimate compliment.
No, it's-
3 years later, I have a Miami Stadium section at Shoe Gallery.
Nice.
Get
And those
it.
guys are like amazing with me, so I gotta shout them out. If you
No,
want to
word
get
up,
it, you
word
can
up.
get
Oh,
there. Yeah.
okay,
Super
yeah.
hard.
Danny and
Go
those
definitely
guys.
support Shoe
Super
Gallery. They're a fixture in this
staple.
Staple.
Miami hip hop.
Everybody-
Everybody,
Right.
you come out of town, you go to Shoe Gallery when you know
and we
like this is the spot
I
to
don't
go
know
to.
how we gotta be 30 years, dude.
Dude, more than
45.
45,
More.
45
Yeah.
years, bro.
That's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Crazy.
yeah,
That's big
and
up
they
to
had
them.
it before like longer because they had they were selling suits
Yeah,
and stuff before. That was just Pop stuff.
yeah.
And I guess when Pop's handed over,
That's right.
he changed it up to Urban Gear and
Yeah,
that was the
game
it kept
changer.
on going.
Kept
The
going.
places-
Like, he just
story's dope.
pivoted
The place is
and kept them moving,
That's hard.
and it's still open today.
Big
Like
up the Shoe Gallery, man.
big up to Shoe
That's
Gallery
legendary.
because that's Miami right there
That's
for sure.
up
That's
If I'm in there, I'm doing it right.
undoubtedly
That's
Miami.
how I look at it. Undoubtedly, yeah, no,
Yeah.
legendary.
Yeah,
Listen,
but
we
yo,
appreciate your time,
we
brother.
appreciate
No,
you
I
coming,
appreciate
man.
y'all and everything
Yeah.
you do. I know I'm doing it right when I'm here
That
with
we
you
Oh,
appreciate
guys.
hey,
that.
listen,
So,
man,
we
you
just
do
trying
great
to-
work. You rep the city
You
hard.
sure do.
You know what I'm
Trying.
saying?
We just
Like
trying to push the culture,
you
brother. We just
yeah.
trying to do what we've always done. Crazy Hood been out forever, and
Yeah.
we feel like we're part of this community, and it's like kind of our job. So
You've been doing it really well for a long time. I tell people, man, like you guys have been doing it and holding it down for decades.
we appreciate that.
Yeah.
It's not easy when
It's-
it's the same 12 dudes for 30 years. It's,
Yeah.
Family, bro.
Yeah, we're not friends no more. You
Yeah,
know
it's
what I'm
done,
saying?
it's
So
done.
it's we're way past that
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Anything you need, brother, from us, you just holler.
This is
Likewise.
home.
You know- you
This is
already know.
home. Anything
Yeah.
you
Oh,
need,
man.
We can definitely collab on anything you want
promote
to do.
anything
So,
you want to do.
Bro.
yeah, we ain't shit.
Sure.
My
No,
G.
come on.
And we appreciate you.
Bro,
Super.
I appreciate you.
Miami
for real.
Stadium.
Abel Miami Stadium.
That's the brand.
I don't know if you guys are into dope ass shirts, but if you are, this is the dude you need to fucking hit up. Legendary shirts. The pictures that he puts on his shirts are if you know about it, it's a story in one frame. It's
Right.
real ill with it. R.I.P. Kimball Slice. That shirt is legendary.
R.I.P. Kimball. Yeah.
Iconic, super iconic. I'm glad you had time to come out here, man. We appreciate y'all. Please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube page because now we
Stop
went from,
playing.
Yeah,
Stop
we went from,
playing.
I think we went from 21 to 27.
Because y'all be watching
We're
and y'all
super
don't want to subscribe. Stop playing.
How the fuck does 10,000 people watch it and 3 people subscribe? This doesn't make any fucking sense. We love you though. Don't be scary. We don't put your photo on with the subscription. That shit is super confidential.
Unless you
we
want me to.
appreciate y'all. I know I talk a lot. I'm sorry. My dog here got a little throat complex because that ass he was even
sure.
cauliflowered out.
Listen, I love Puerto Ricans, but this
Word.
Puerto
Eddie the
Rican.
vegetarian. I'll be back with Eddie the vegetarian for another
Chacho.
episode. Y'all already know what time it is. We appreciate y'all. Grumpy OGs, Crazy Hood. We gone.
Don't forget the 3 letters.
Don't forget the 3
Don't
letters.
forget
Beats
it.
in the hood.
For sure, yeah. And that's that C to the H to the motherfucking P. Don't forget them 3 letters. Crazy hood.